What is going on, guys? It's Joe DePino here, and today in this video I'm going to show you how to get the social distancing Black Ops Challenge calling card. So for this class setup, I use the ASOG or the ASG. I use the suppressor for salvage, and then it doesn't really matter what you use for the underbarrel and real grip and stock, but I like to use extended mags too, just so I have some more ammo in my gun. And then these 12 gauge Dragon Breath rounds actually help a lot taking out the manglers and stuff. And for the melee and stuff, it doesn't matter too much, but I did use Ether Shroud just to give me a little extra coverage for when I am in these sticky situations with the boss zombies in the higher rounds. And then I use decoy grenades just to, like I said, help me out a little bit more. And I recommend using some sort of explosive. Now, a really big thing with the Ether Shroud is actually having this extra charge. It basically adds another charge to your Ether Shroud over time, which, like I said, will definitely come in handy a little later on in the video. Alright, so here we are on round 3 in the starting room. We just got this shotgun, like I said, equipped, and we're camping at this rooftop. This is actually where we're going to sit the entire game for the most part. I like this spot because there's only really 2 spawns of zombies can come up, which is on the left and the right. So that makes it a little easier, and there is a lot of training area around here too, so you're just going to want to camp here until about round 5 or 6, which is when the first vermin round actually comes, and then I'll show you what to do there. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just survive, throw your decoys if you need to, and I'll see you in a second. Alright, so round 5 was actually our first vermin round, so it's pretty self-explanatory what we're going to do here. We're just going to sit on this rooftop, and like I said, same with the zombies. The vermins are actually going to either A, come on the left side up there on that little balcony, and you're going to want to just shoot them as soon as they come up, and then the other spawn point could be down here. They're just going to come up here, and they do have like a second to pause, which is really nice, so you can recoup and just make sure you know where you're shooting. That helps a lot. Another place you could do this is actually right in the alleyway to the doors you can buy on the right, but I don't really like that spot too much because you are so close to the vermins actually, and you don't have a lot of time to react if you do miss a couple shots. Alright, we're back on round 8 here. We have quite a bit of points. We got lucky with a couple double points as well as a blood point. So with all of our money, we are going to make our way over here. This is the alleyway I was talking about. You can stand right by those dumpsters if you wanted to. For the vermin rounds, there is only 2 actual spawn points there, but like I said, it is very close. So we're just going to head up here, and we're going to really make sure we're prioritizing our points. So proning a lot of these machines. I know I missed the melee macchiato, and then watching for these little zombies that are eating like soldiers and scientists. They can actually really surprise you, so you just want to be very cautious of that when you're doing this challenge. And right there you see him shaking. You're not going to want to buy any like tools or anything or upgrade your weapon like that right now. You just want to head straight into the church, and there are those zombies I was talking about. Just take them out, and you want to pack a punch whenever you can. It might vary on the round and the amount of points you have. And another good tip is actually just shooting these little crystals, because they do have a chance to drop salvage, which obviously will just make your progression a little faster, and that's what we want to do to speed this process, make it as quick and easy as possible. Alright, we are back on round 10 here. We're going to want to save a zombie for this round as well, just so we don't advance the rounds, because we're going to have to make our way all the way back to the church for one of the last times. We're going to have to go there one more time, I think, throughout this video, but this should be one of the last times. So earlier I told you not to upgrade your weapon at all with your salvage, and I'm going to get into that in 1 second. Basically, there is an Easter egg on this map, which is very, very useful, where you actually throw an explosive device at the top of the church. There's going to be this little floating head, and it has a chance every time to drop a ether tool. And that could vary from a green ether tool all the way to a blue ether tool. I don't know if it advances to purple if you go later in the rounds, but it's not very worth it. So basically, you just want to look where I am right here, and then aim a little above this cloud with a Semtex I use, or you can cook a grenade, and it'll blow that head up. So immediately you're going to want to head straight into here, and you can just shoot some more crystals, get some more salvage if you want to, but the main reason we're in here is to avoid the zombies that are falling, because it's a raining zombies Easter egg, and they can actually do it a little damage. I don't think it counts towards your health bar, but it does look like on your screen you are taking damage, so it might be like 1 HP damage, which will completely ruin the entirety of this challenge. So I suggest you stay in here for about 30 seconds, and you can actually see on your mini map when they do stop. You see I have a icon down back there. So keep training the zombie around, keep your distance, and about 30 seconds pass, you can go back out there. Alright, so about 30 seconds has passed in my game, so you just want to go out here and you can actually pick up these little points. It's not a whole lot, but every little bit does count, and it'll drop some salvage here for you all over these cars and stuff. You want to pick it all up. And then if we just keep looking somewhere around here, okay, right there, you see it? We actually have a rare ether tool right there, so that'll actually increase our damage a whole lot more. Make sure we're doing more firepower to the manglers, as well as the abominations that'll come a little later. Alright, so this is an example of how quickly this gun does melt the manglers. That's a worry for a lot of people, I'm sure, is their arm cannons and stuff. But as you can see, they spawn right up there with you, and it melted it in literally seconds. So, yeah, you should make sure you're aiming at their head, and that thing should take it out, no problem. Alright, so once you get to round 11 or so, you're going to want to actually save another zombie. It might vary depending on your game and your double point drop luck and stuff, but once you have about 18,000 points and 2,500 salvage at least, you want to make your way all the way over to Speed Cola. This is actually the only perk you want to buy, because reloading is a huge part of the strategy in the later rounds. You're going to want to make sure you're going to have that. Zombies really can swarm you at times, and we're not in need Juggernog or Quick Revive, because we're obviously trying not to take damage, so health mitigation isn't really a big problem. So you can see there, I upgraded to purple rarity. That is the only rarity we're really going to need to upgrade this, because this gun absolutely melts, as well as Pack-a-Punch to Pack-a-Punch level 2. If you do get enough points and you want to Pack-a-Punch to level 3 or upgrade it, by all means go for it. But like I said, I was just trying to get this done as quickly as possible, because this was my second or third attempt on this, so I was struggling a little bit, but I think I finally got a really good strategy down here. Another thing I'd like to mention too is if you actually hold square on one of these two zipline things, it'll actually bring you to this rooftop here, and I would suggest buying this zipline right here and then taking it. This is just another safeguard for us. Like I said, we want to make sure we have as many safeguards as we can, because this is a difficult challenge. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it. That's just another way we can sort of just grapple on that zipline if we get swarmed up here, and then that'll spawn all the zombies, and then we just grapple straight back and continue what we're doing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we were on the final round before we get this challenge out of the way. So I just wanted to show you guys what a real-time round would look like for an average game for me. So we're just sitting at this rooftop and waiting for these zombies to spawn, shooting them as soon as we can. I actually did add a napalm burst on this too, off camera, just to help a little bit with the special zombie kills, but it should not be too bad. So here we see this abomination. This is what I was talking about earlier. These are going to spawn around either 14 and 15 or 18 and 19. So we just want to make sure we're spraying that guy. You can see we're doing a lot of damage, even though we're not even hitting his crit points. In these later rounds, I did get trapped a little bit, so I just made sure I was throwing my decoys, as well as my semtics, and as well as taking this guy out. You are going to want to be a little careful. He can do this little laser attack, and it does go through this corner of the building. I got caught on that last video. I was around like 18 and he spawned and just ruined the whole thing. So here we are, just killing a little more zombies with our nades, being as safe as we can. I'm not gonna grab this insta kill or anything, because I don't know, that's kind of cheating, if you ask me. Alright, I don't know where this last zombie is though. Hop down here and make sure we don't take any fall damage. Oh, there he is. Okay. So we can just take that guy out, and any second now we should be getting the calling card. Let's see here. This is beautiful camo, by the way. So many hours I've just... Oh my god. Alright, come on, where are you? There it is. Social distancing. Reach round 20 without taking damage. Perfect. And that is going to be the end of the video. If you guys did enjoy this or found it helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you liked the video, as well as subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting more of these Dark Ops challenges to help you guys out in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next one.